There are 11 statewide ballot questions on your ballot this November, and Colorado is known for trusting its voters to make big decisions. But how do we compare to other states? Why do we have so many questions to begin with? Election Day is less than a month away, and for the thousands of Coloradans casting votes, they're in for a lengthy ballot.
It's very easy to put on a referendum or put on an initiative under Colorado law.
Colorado politics expert and former Colorado College professor Bob Levy says putting big questions to the voters is something common in western states. Here in Colorado, there are a couple of ways a question makes it onto the ballot. The General Assembly refers it, or citizens can collect a certain amount of signatures and put it on the ballot.
How it shapes Colorado government overall depends on your political point of view.
Levy says depending on the outcome, parties vary on whether or not it's in the best interest of Colorado voters. Big decisions such as the Taxpayers' Bill of Rights and Amendment 23, which requires education funding to increase each year, were both questions Colorado voters decided on.
It's just one of the realities of life. We control a lot of our governmental existence by voting on it ourselves.
Political scientists do see some issues with the process,
because they do take power away from the state legislators. The other problem is they kind of put in cement in the state constitution ideas of the moment. And since it requires a constitutional amendment to change it, these things stay in the Constitution, don't change with the times.
Petitioners are also allowed to get paid to collect signatures, something Levy says can impact Colorado being the first among other states to try out programs.
They take the initiative and referendum route to see if they can get the voters to vote it in, and then we have to do whatever that person thought was a good idea.
That being said, Levy says polls indicate Colorado voters prefer their ballot initiatives, and this year you will have many to make your decision on. Across the country, there are 122 statewide questions on ballots. The only state with more statewide initiatives than Colorado is California, followed by 3 states, Alabama, Louisiana, and Utah. They all have 7 statewide questions.